Hello everyone. A little while ago I make a video on how with 8 sockets and a few nut drivers you can cover the 95% of the fasteners, bolts and nuts that you can find in the most common ones. Today I'm gonna show you what you can do in order to achieve the goal of having the sockets that will cover the most of your cases out there. So in the case of the Imperial, small one is a 1/4 inch and the higher is a 9/16. And in the case of the metric, the small one will be 4 millimeters and the higher will be 13. With those ones, you will cover the bolts and nuts from 0 to 3/8 in the case of the Imperial, and from 2 millimeters to 8 millimeters in the case of the metric. The first configuration is this one, which includes clean tools, double socket, and also the DeWalt. So, for example, here in the case of the clean tools, we can have all the sizes from the Imperial one, which is a 3/8 11/32, 9/16.5 inch, and 5/16, 7/16, a 1/4 inch. So with all this you can have all the range of the bolts and nuts, and in the case of the metric you will have the 7/8, which is here, 7/8, 10/13. I did the wall in this case because Klein does not have 10/13. It have a different combination, but we need the 10/13, so I have to put the wall in this case. And also from the wall I take the 7/16 because same case in the case of the clean tool, 7/16 is together with the 3/8, which we already have. So I just got this one, which is the 7/16 by itself, and with that you have the full range in one small compact size, right? So I'm using this is for DeWalt. In the case of the DeWalt, I'm using it for this one, and now you have here this one used to have here something here that I just with a hammer I just took it out and make the full range here, because the wall does not work with the clean tools, but the opposite works. This one works with the wall. So as you can see, this one, it fits okay. So same as this one. Yeah, it's a little deep in the case of when you use the DeWalt in here, but still I guess it's okay. Not bad. I mean, in order to carry less, yeah, that is a configuration I found that is very useful, because I carry all this in one single size here. And that also works for this, just is a little up, but when you do this anyway, you can still work with this, because that will hold in the bolt or not, so you still can work with this one. So this is one configuration, so that will covers all what you need. And here these ones, and the metric is only these two, the 10/13 and the 7/8. Done. With this one you carry this and done. Another configuration is also with some combination here with double-ended sockets in the case of the DeWalt, and a few nut drivers. For example, I have here the DeWalt double-ended socket 7/16, 3/8, the 7/8, 10 and 13. And to complete the other 4 in the case of the Imperial, well, I have this is supposed to be 1132, but because there is no Milwaukee 1132, I put the 9 because 1132 is anyway 8.73 millimeters, which is almost 9, so this one works the same way. So you can have these ones. This is your 9/16, and with this one you also cover all the majority. And for the small ones, cover this, yeah, these small ones, you have the 4 millimeters, 5 and 5.5. So, and well, you also have to carry this adapter because this one has already no problem, has its own, but in this case you carry this for the double-ended in the case of the DeWalt. So with this configuration you also have the cover for all the needs here, which is pretty good. I mean, as you can see in the both cases, there is not too much, not bulky. This is one way, this is another way. One other thing which is I like the most now is by this using the Astro Nano Sockets. You can have a rubber or something and put it in this way. So this is I found it very good because this is a very good way to carry sockets. I tried different ways. For example, you use something like this or this itself, but I guess this is a better way, like kind of rubber here. And I also try different sockets, the nano ones. The one are passed through for the 11 millimeters configuration, and I found the Astro ones the best ones. First of all, because we have millimetric and imperial for both. I have another different ones here. For example, I have this K-tool, but it's also millimetrics. This is coming from the 5 to 14. This also very small sockets pass through from 11 millimeter configuration. I got also this USAG, same thing, small, but also only millimetric. And this is the most complete that this is from, which one is this? From 6 millimeters, and this one goes to 19, but also same thing, right? Only millimeters. So we cannot make the range of having the 8 sockets configuration. And so in all of these ones, I also got this Wera, but the same thing, right? From 4 to 13, but only millimetrics, no imperial. This one, however, well, the Astro option, these are very good. They are very small for everyday carry. And look, I like the way you just carry sockets and done. You cover a lot, and you have a lot of all the configuration. And in the case of this one, well, I don't need to have nut drivers because there is a small version of the 4 millimeters, the 5 and 5.5 a quarter. So all of them are also in a 1/4 inch here drive. So yeah, this is very good. And the ones make it the most even the better is because you don't only I mean have the socket, a very small socket that you can put just like this, right? and look, you already have a very nice nut driver. But also the good thing is I found this other by Titan, which it holds the socket. So now this one goes to nowhere. Yeah, this is very good. So with this configuration, if you carry, for example, this adapter, so now you can have a nut drivers, a very long nut drivers, right? So let me show you which ones. I'm saying, like, for example, with this one and together with this, you have all this, right? You don't have to carry this because you pretty much do this one done and you have the same results. Well, just without the magnet, of course, but I guess it's fine anyway, because we're talking about here how much weight and space you're gonna have just by carrying this and this one, right? And you don't need to worry that this one goes to nowhere because it's locked. So you have here this the Titan, the part number says 15215. So by having this, just equivalent of the nut drivers bits that I have there, the longest ones. Right, so very good. And as I said, this one goes to nowhere, only goes from here. But if you don't want that, not even that happen, you can use another bit holder. Like, for example, I have this Wera. Oh. I have this Wera, which also holds, and now nothing goes to nowhere, right? It's a bigger handle. So yeah, this is a very good. I personally like this because it's a smaller one. Yeah. For your EDC, this is awesome. But if you like to have a full handle, I recommend you this Wera. Also, this is a very good. And if you don't need this long size, there is a small size of this, which is this one, right? Also, but the same thing. This also holds. Yeah, this is a very good. Goes to nowhere, and you have your full of nut drivers, but just by carrying this and this, right? It's very good. And your, but as I said, could be this or could be the model that what you prefer. But this is a very convenient. So then now, one other good thing about these ones is, besides this configuration that you have here, is that you also could have the ratchet, right? Because this is also our quarter-inch here square drive, so you can use any ratchet and use it here, or if you need, like the low profile, you can also have the 11 millimeters here outside. For example, this is from the same Astro, yeah, which holds, and yeah, now you have your ratchet. You can have it like this, or if you need as a driver, you can have it like this, yeah. Or if you want the ratchet part, well, you can use another screwdriver that is ratcheting, for example this one, which is also small version. Yeah, this is a Ficom here, very small. So you have a screwdriver here with all this, pretty much all your fasteners that you can see you cover with this. And if you need a ratchet, well, you can have a ratchet, or also you can have one of these configurations, for example, And now you have the ratchet too, right? And this one, this is from 7-Eleven L. This also is locked here. Yeah. This is where personally the configuration I have is this. You carry this, and pretty much you're done, right? Well, if you want also be ratchet, as I said, you can use a different screwdriver, but I like this one because it's very compact and it's a very good grip. So, and yeah, with this combination, you have a lot of versatility here because you can use it straight, you can use it like this, and if you combine this with double-ended bits, for example from the Ouija, oh man, you hear in my hand I have a lot of here. This is only what you need and you can cover a lot because, for example, in the case of the beads, this double-ended Ouija, which let me show you, is equivalent of all these, for example, right? All this here, the metric of imperial X beads, the slot and the Phillips and the square, and plus all these ones. So all this is equivalent to only this. So how's that? Pretty much. So if you have this, and this, you're good. You have a lot of things here already just in hand, which is kind of pretty much what you could have in this one, right? Just yeah, just because these ones I like the fact that they are low profile, so you cannot do that with these ones, right? But you can just probably chain this one by this, and then you can carry this. You have the also here the ratchet, which is this one here, and the screwdriver. Yeah, pretty much is this idea. You end up with the Toolcheck Plus, which I say this is awesome. But well, this is another configuration because I really like the low profile with this. You just need to use a low profile. In this case, we just need a very good ratchet for the 11mm. And for that, there is a few options that works. You're also interested to see which ratchet from 11mm works with your Astro Nano Socket, sorry. Well, you can get the ones that are coming from the same Astro, which is this one, which has the lock here. It's close to nowhere. And well, there is also here for the 3/8, because this is a 1/4 inch drive. There is a 3/8 inch drive, which I am supposed to handle also this thing here. So if you're gonna go extended to more bits than the ones we have here, even bigger ones, well, you can have this. So by carrying this configuration here, right, you don't need probably this one anymore because you have this. So you just need this and your bits. Well, in the case of for your bits, you need or either you can use the Centrofix that can handle these ones to use with this, or you can also use the Leatherman straight here, right? You can use like this. But yeah, well, this one is the one. This is a good one. Another one that I found that works is this from K-Tool. They also works. Yeah, it's going nowhere. Very convenient, and this has a angle here. So yeah, I like this one also. This one works good. This one from USAG, also works. Yeah, it has lock, and this one has here, this is locks here. Yeah, this is very good. So to take this one and use it with this Nano Socket from Astro, yeah, this one works very well. These two. I have this other one from this other, but this one doesn't work. I try with this one. It says it's 11 millimeters, but I couldn't make it enter. Yeah, it's not enter. Enters here, but not here in the ratchet part. So this one won't work. But also you can use any, for example, this is from Sabercut. This one, the problem with this one is there is no locking here, but what you could do, this there is this new from Astro Tools 1/4" drive that you put here, and now you can use any ratchet, right? This is a very good. This coming in a set. It's coming in a set here with 3 clips. So now in this case you don't need to, you can use your favorite 11 millimeters ratchet for your kit. You just need to carry this, and you don't need to be a locking, right? You can use any ratchet. For example, I have this gear wrench, which is also very small, very good. Just there is no lock, but you can just put this one here, and done. You can have your like this, right? You carry this, yeah. This is a good one. Even I don't know any. It's a little hard to take it out. It holds so well. Oh. It has slippery hands. Okay, that's what's so good, the holding. Okay. I just was having it not the right way. Yeah, so any. This one is not. Even I have this other one from the You Like Wera. This one has a locking mechanism, so this one works with this one. Yeah, it's going nowhere. This is from Wera. Yeah, how awesome looks. So you can have your fan of Wera. Well, you can have this configuration with the using these Astro ones with this. Yeah, it works. It works very well. This coming in this kit. But instead of using this, you can use your Astro ones, right? Like this. Yeah, this works very well too. Another one that works also is this Word. This have this limited edition, which has also the 11 millimeters ratchet, and this one it has a lock, because this one same thing, it has his own bits. It's just same thing. It's from 5 to 13, but only metric. There is no imperial. Yeah, this one. But the Astro ones also works here. Yeah, it looks very well. And this is good because it has a 1/4 inch here for bits. Yeah. And this is an angle. This is a very good one too. This is one more option. The word. It's made in Germany. Or as I said, any ratchet, even with the Oslo tools, this one, any ratchet, sockets. Even this insulated one works, right? This one. Any ratchet that is your favorite, you can work with this. We have here one more. I think. Yeah, this combination between the Astro sockets and the Ulsa tools. Actually, I guess Ulsa tools has as well nano sockets. Yeah, this works very well. And this other kit, as I mentioned, which has the bit holder, yeah, pretty much any ratchets. This is insulated also, yeah. Just by doing this, yeah. These sockets are awesome. Okay guys, well, I was just going to give you some ideas on how to use this one. I found it very interesting, very versatile to use like this one, with this that is locked, this Titan. This is a very good one. Yeah, so, and a few ratchets to use this. Also, well, there is another more attachment that you can use. This one from the Astro, the 78105, which have these other ones, and also has a no, this one, no, sorry. It has here the bit holder that you can use too. Something like this. Yeah, you can put a bit holder here and then use the ratchet too. I found this one a very good. The one is coming in this set from the Cybercut. I put here. Yeah, also it holds bits, and there is also the attachment for having the sockets that you can use this one. Well, but in this case there is probably no sense. If you want to have anyway the low profile, you use a directly with this. Sorry, here is the bit holder that are coming in this set. Here is the bit holder also. You put it like this, and now you have a bit holder too. Oh, sorry, I'm putting it in the wrong way. Like this. Yeah. Yeah, all the Astro works with these Oslo tools. And any ratchet. If you have a preferred ratchet and you don't have the locking mechanism, yeah, don't worry, you can use this one. Okay guys, hopefully this works for you, give some ideas. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.